Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're going to talk love and marriage Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged and in my personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only, and all of the things. None of this is personal. So you guys, there was a new episode tonight, whether you guys chose to black out or you guys watch clips on the gram or whatever the case may be. There's a couple of things I want to discuss because it's evident since Stormy's departure from the show that she had left instructions for Destiny and Trisha to just be, or Trish to be, you know, these attack dogs, or to just like randomly talk about Mel. Tisha's doing it too, that we'll get to in a separate video, but it was just very apparent, you guys. Trish, for one, is bringing up Mel's name when it has nothing to do with the fact that Sunny was comparing her situation to Trish, Ken, and Marquez and everything else. And for whatever reason, throws in Mel's name. Oh, well, you know, Mel moved on when she got separated. And I'm thinking to myself, who did Mel move on to, Trish? Are these another set of regurgitated lies? Is this what Martel told you in one of the multiple visits to his house while he was married to Mel? That Mel, quote unquote, moved on? Is that what you really want to believe? Make it make sense. How is it, you guys, that it has been almost 5 years since the divorce of Mel and Martel, and there has not been any tangible evidence of any boyfriend, any new spouse of Mel's that anybody can produce? Everything has been allegations. However, there is receipts of Martel moving on with multiple women and having dealings with multiple women both while he was married and since the divorce. But why is it that there is a concern of what Mel did or didn't do, you know, when she was separated from Martel? As if Martel is not, you know, functioning like, treating everything like it's a brothel out here and just gonna sleep with anybody and disrespect his marriage. Can we? I'm just trying to figure out the double standards. It seems Trish doesn't like that people do not see it for the situation at all. Because, again, you're still married, and Ken, you are the number one side dude. You are, deal with it. You are the number one side dude. Because as long as Trish is still legally married, which she still is, I don't care what paper she signed tonight, because there was no divorce filing at the time of the scene filming. So nonetheless, another phony scene that we're going to call out in another video. But nonetheless, you guys, why are you inserting Mel into your mess when this has nothing to do with you, right? And then you said you wanted to talk to Mel one-on-one about the Martel stuff, so you basically lied at the girls' trip dinner about what the extent was of you and Martel. Like, can you make it make sense? Can you make it make sense, Trish? And now all of a sudden Ken's uncomfortable and needs to have a conversation with Martel. Well, let Martel tell it. You've been to his house a few times. Let Martel tell it. You guys were supposed to be training, and you end up watching a movie at his marital home while he was married to Mel. But you're worried. You're concerned about what Mel's doing while separated, when obviously you were still married, whatever you and Martel did or didn't do, and you're still married now while you're doing whatever you're doing with Ken. So how dare you try to even compare yourself to Mel? Make it make sense. And so then we need to move on to Destiny, you guys. Because I don't understand how a couple of episodes ago we go from Destiny practically attached to Mel's hip, you guys, giving a million apologies all over her, you know, really just trying to ensure that her and Mel are good and all this and that, despite the nonsense that she would keep instigating at the dinner table. number one. But now all of a sudden, you know, she has this stank attitude, really the past couple of episodes, and is now acting like, you know, she had a problem with the girls complimenting Mel for putting together a successful girls trip, and Destiny had an issue with that and was like rolling her eyes. And here's the thing, Destiny, number one, you weren't even invited by Mel. And number two, how are you going to police what the girls talk about on this girls trip when Sunny was invited to the trip and you were not? So how are you going to get here uninvited by Mel? You show up as Tisha's +1. You are informed of everybody who is on the trip. How can you now try to police what is and isn't going to be said in front of you? So everybody has to walk around eggshells in regards to Moses because you showed up to a trip you weren't invited to? Can you make it make sense? Kimmy's up here trying to have a moment saying she's never been on a girls trip before and she was skeptical and but there was a lot more positive than negative moments, so she took away from that. But Destiny, really, girl. And it's interesting you got mad at Shanita because Shanita wanted to interject as you wanted to have your 100th back and forth with Sunny, talking about this is between me and Sunny and whatever else. But you had no problem interjecting whenever it was Tisha or Stormy or Nell or yourself trying to come for Mel. That's okay. You're okay to be the attack dog and insert yourself into anyone else's conflict if it is directed at Mel, but Shanita's not allowed to give her 2 cents? Oh, okay. But it's just like, this is why I don't think I've ever done a girls trip, you guys. Because why are you going to have this stank look on your face and be miserable and just have this attitude? You know you and Mel are not friends, number one. And number two, you knew Sunny was going to be there. And you know you and Sunny aren't cool. So therefore, trying to force the group to make a decision. It's funny, you guys always say that Mel has to decide, makes people decide the friendships, but Destiny is forcing these women to basically take her side on everything on this trip because Mel's unnecessarily apologizing, Nell's unnecessarily apologizing, Sunny unnecessarily apologized multiple times to Destiny, and Destiny doesn't receive it anyways. So what is the point? You know you don't like Mel, and you know Mel is never going to forgive you, Destiny, for how you've treated her, how you've been two-faced to her, how you've disrespected her mom on multiple occasions, how you lied about, you know, the extent of of how much Mel was there for you, and you continue to entertain Martel's lies. You continue to entertain the madness, Destiny. So I am trying to figure out why all of a sudden you were acting clueless as to why people are coming for you, because they see you exactly for who you are, and that was you were never a friend to Mel, because how are you BFFs with Martel, the man that cheated on Mel, the man that had a baby on Mel, and now you are hanging out with the 10-year mistress, who was a big part of the reason that the marriage fell apart. But everything's Mel's fault. You literally sat there this past week on Carlos King's Mr. Monday talking about Mel needs to take accountability, and she's unnecessarily apologizing to you for things that she's not even responsible for your own personal hatred of her. So make it make sense as to how you do the 180 of doing all the sucking up to Mel a couple of episodes ago. Now we are in this stank phase. Everything is, you know, too much sucking up to Mel, as if you were not Mel's number one lap dog at one point in time. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.